Hot Toys is currently at the 2025 Tokyo Comic Con, and since they're there, they have an awesome looking booth. So what we're going to be doing today is looking through a bunch of these photos, kind of reminiscing on some figures, also seeing the prototypes up close, because there's some that may be a little controversial now that aren't looking too great, especially in this lighting. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to look through everything here. Some of it we'll probably skip through because I don't think we're too into cause babies here, but yeah, let's just get into it. But real quick, if you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and hit the bell to be notified when new content goes live. Now, let's get into it. So up first, I'm kind of excited to look at all of these, kind of talk about what I have, what I don't have, what I still want, what's upcoming, just all that. So yeah, right here, you can actually see a bunch of different Star Wars Hot Toys figures, and man, it's looking cool. But yeah, like I said, some of the photos we're going to skip through. We're not going to analyze the back of everybody's head here. Yeah, but here, yeah, they have that Japanese Spider-Man. So they actually made some cool little like cause baby type stuff for it as well, little stuffies. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, you can just see that Spider-Man back there. He looks cool, but yeah, it definitely wasn't one for me. I just passed on him, and it looks like maybe the flight pole's coming out the stand a little bit. Also quite interesting, but the box looks cool. So yeah, it's there. Like looking at him up close here, just yeah, it's Spider-Man. It's just not one for me. And then here, yeah, I actually kind of like those Jack Sparrow little cause babies right there. This is the fractal design, the Iron Man, the kind of all like white and gold one. And then of course the Miles Morales, the gooey Miles from Alien vs. Avengers. And yeah, gonna skip through those. But yeah, just look at that. That actually in this lighting looks pretty beautiful. I am still passing on it, of course. But yeah, this lighting and stuff makes it look so good. That like kind of glacier, the reflective pearlescent paint in it. The one that I think is still available, that I kind of want maybe in the future, is that one that's the actual red and gold, that fractal design Iron Man. This one's cool, but I'd rather get the proper color scheme for him first. But definitely in the future, they're going to definitely make some more fractal design Iron Man. And then here is that Miles. Yeah, he looks cool, but yeah, he wasn't one for me. Just yeah, also while we're going through all these, definitely in the comments, let me know your thoughts on everything we're looking at today. Just yeah, we're just having fun. It's kind of like an end of the year roundup type thing because Hot Toys put out all these photos, so we're just having fun with this. And here, I love this as a huge fan of a huge fan of Spider-Man. I love seeing all these figures right here. So going through real quick, let's look at the ones I have. We'll start on the left. I think you can see my mouse most likely, hopefully. Yeah. So I don't have Spider-Punk. I'm just passing on the Into the Spider-Verse figures just because personally I'm trying to keep the figures in my collection more realistic. It's not always working out. Obviously also video game figures and stuff are coming in, but I'm trying. So I passed on all the Spider-Verse ones. So didn't get Spider-Punk. Of course here, Spider-Man 2099 looks really, really good, but yeah, also passed on him. Also the Miles, was it Miles G. Morales? Yeah, he looks really cool, but also passed on him. Same for, of course, this Miles. I do really need a video game Miles, though, from Spider-Man 2. But those ones, yeah, they're kind of difficult to track down. And maybe I just need to go on the aftermarket and look for one. But now going down here, that Punisher. Oh, they're mocking me because I still really want that Punisher from Daredevil Season 2. But, of course, everywhere I look now, he's like $700, $800. Kind of ridiculous. And if there is one, it always like sells out really quick if it's like a little cheaper. So I have not been able to get one yet, but he looks so cool. I'm really excited to see him in the new Spider-Man movie because Punisher, yeah, he's just an awesome character. I really hoped we were going to get one from Daredevil Born Again, but they haven't made one. So maybe they'll make one for the Punisher special. I don't know. I love that look from Born Again. That's why I actually got the Marvel Legends figures at 12 scale, but they haven't given us this Punisher in like 6 scale. So yeah, a bit annoying to be honest. And then right here, you can see Amazing Spider-Man from Amazing Spider-Man 2, but also No Way Home, but that's his look for Amazing Spider-Man 2. I really want that one. I haven't gotten it yet. I am getting the new Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, the first one that Hot Toys put out. So I'm kind of excited for that to come in. And then the integrated suit, I do have that. I have the deluxe edition that actually comes with the, actually, I can just look at it. Yeah, it has the like Doc Ock tentacles and then the Green Goblin like sphere, the pumpkin bombs. Yeah, those all around it. That base is so cool. But this also looks really good. Obviously, they're not going to put out big dynamic bases. They're just going to do a couple of these where they have like little backdrops and stuff. But big ones, yeah, it makes sense to not put them out. And then actually, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man right here. I just received mine. There's a good deal on Black Friday for the deluxe edition from No Way Home, so I bought it. I have the black suit, and that one looks really cool from Spider-Man 3, but I needed the red and blue suit. So for now, hopefully they'll give us a new one in the future and I can sell that one off or something. But especially because this one has like more rubberized material on it, I believe. So if they give us a full fabric one, kind of like how the black suit is, and that'd be awesome. But basically, I just picked up the No Way Home one for now. But hopefully they'll give us a younger one from Spider-Man 1 or 2 or something in the future, or even 3 with the red and blue look. And then here, I paused for a second looking at it, but this is black suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2. I paused because see that pose where he's like this? Mine was something like that, and a hole formed right down here in the crotchal regions. So yeah, they might want to be a little cautious posing them like that, you know? But yeah, it looks so cool. I love that. I love that figure. And then here, a bunch more Marvel stuff. So this big Venom, I'm still debating between that one and the 21 inches of Venom. I don't have a Venom in my collection yet. I'm passing on the movie ones unless there's like a really good discount. I could pick it up to be a placeholder or something. But the comic book one it just looks so good. But then again, 21 inches of Venom has that presence. So, man, which one do you guys prefer? I'll just have you guys help me out. Do you prefer this comic book look? He's a little shorter, so he's more reasonable for a display until I get my like big cases that are coming in next year, which is awesome. It's gonna be so cool. The cases behind me currently, the IKEA ones, are going bye-bye, and we're putting a big case in there. That's gonna be so cool. I'm really excited. But yeah, this Venom here, he's a little shorter, so he's more reasonable, but I will be able to fit the 21 inches one in the future, especially probably have to make him crouch a little bit though, because the cases aren't 21 inches tall. They're around like 19. So yeah, but this one just looks, it looks so good. This is probably the one I might prefer, but then again, 20 inches. Yeah, we're talking about Venom for too long. Just help me out in the comments. And then here is that exclusive purple rain suit for Miles. I do like the color scheme, but then again, it is one I passed on. I do like collecting Spider-Man figures. There's some here and there. I'm like, okay, I can't use the funds on that one, but then I usually regret it. But then if I get it, sometimes I regret it too. So I'm just trying to get better, you know? This is my first year collecting. I got way too many figures, and I'm starting to, you know, get in a better mindset, be more reasonable. So I passed on him, the purple rain suit, and this Last Stand suit actually did cancel. I had on order, and I just couldn't keep it. I ended up canceling it because it's just Spider-Man in jeans and stuff. It's a super cool look and like really iconic. It's a really cool Spider-Man. It's just not too nostalgic or anything for me, like the Superior suit, because I use that one all the time in the game, or even like the black suit or any other one from the Spider-Man games. This one, even in the game, I unlocked this one. I was like, I don't really like the look of that. So I had to pass on it. And then here, Mark 42 Iron Man. So actually, Pop Culture, they're starting to ship to the US again, which is nice. I did actually cancel my General Grievous because I had him with them, because I actually got a wait list for a special edition on Sideshow. So yeah, I'm very excited. He's actually coming in at the time of filming this, either tomorrow or the day after. So that's going to be an upcoming review pretty soon on the channel, that General Grievous. But basically getting back on track with Pop Culture, I still have my Mark 42 on order with him. So I'm very excited to get that in. That figure, it looks phenomenal. And then here, I believe this is a stealth suit Iron Man or something, like a 2.0 stealth suit. I mean, sort of 2.0, because the other one looked really weird with like plastic all around it. But this is like that bluish, kind of blue silver type look Iron Man. Not really my thing, but those out there who collect Iron Man and want it, yeah, I could see why. I'm trying to collect a bunch of Iron Man. I actually have 2 or 3 more that came in over Black Friday, especially those Sideshow free figure deals. And most of them I'm gonna keep. There's one I'm kind of hesitant on because it's not really a look from the movies or anything. So yeah, you'll see those reviews on the channel coming up soon as well. But Iron Man wise, I'm trying to get the ones from the movie, and then here and there some cool colors like the Iron Patriot. I did pick that one up. The comic book one was the Shield. So this one is just one that I personally would pass on. Now let's look at Ladypool. Her, at one point I did have her on order, but I ended up canceling it because I was like, I'd rather have 2 Deadpools and 2 Wolverines, because the brown suit and stuff. I'm getting the kind of skipping over. I have the battling version of Deadpool and the clean look, so I'd rather have those 2. And then I have, of course, this Wolverine here, the blue and yellow suit, the deluxe version on order. I don't know when it's going to arrive, because actually I got a notification from Sideshow recently that the brown suit's arriving soon. So that one's going to be sent to me soonish. So it looks like I'm going to get the brown suit before the blue and yellow suit. No clue why, but it's insane. So interesting. But going back to Kidpool, I was thinking at first, like, what's the clean version of Deadpool, since he came with Babypool and Dogpool? I was going to get Kidpool, Ladypool, just get the whole line. Then I decided against it because I'd rather just have the two mains, especially different looks for them, the clean and battle for, of course, Deadpool, and then the brown suit and yellow suit for Wolverine. So for now, I just passed on them. They look great though. Let me know down in the comments, did you pick them up? Because I know Kidpool also comes with a couch. And then here's some more Marvel stuff. So here you can see the Superior Iron Man suit. It's a cool looking silver outfit, not a Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt, but yeah, it looks cool. Just, yeah, that's also not an Iron Man for me. And this is also not one for me. It looks cool maybe if it's ever on sale in the future, like Black Friday or something. But yeah, this suit up version of the Mark, okay, Nice Pool's coming up. I can't remember. Is this a Mark 4, Mark 6? One of the marks. Basically, it's like a suit up version. So there's tons of little pieces and stuff. It looks cool, but I would prefer the actual suit before I get something like that to fill out the collection. And then here, I'm kind of excited for this one to get in. Like I just mentioned, I'm going to get it in soon. The brown suit Wolverine, the brown and tan, looks so good. Especially the Hulk claws and everything. I do like the head sculpt on them too. So when I get in hand, I'll still determine if the head sculpt looks amazing or if people are actually correct out there and it doesn't look great. So we'll see. And then here's a Human Torch. I'm passing on him. It looks okay. I believe they updated it because I saw people talking about the head sculpt looks better now, but still it's not one for me. I'm kind of done with the Deadpool and Wolverine line now. I have the brown suit, like I just mentioned, the brown suit, blue and yellow Wolverine suit, and then I already have my two Deadpools, clean and battling. So yeah, then also X-23 looks great, but like I just said, I'm kind of passed on her. But let me know, are you guys going pretty deep into the Deadpool and Wolverine line? Because I'm not. But then again, I'm just getting the essentials basically. And then Nice Pool, he's one that I was actually debating on as well, because I like that Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. But the battling version comes with the actual Deadpool one anyway. And yeah, for now, it's just one I passed on. But like I said, if any of these are on like future deals or something, I see a good deal, I could always pick it up, check it out on the channel, determine if I want to keep it or not. So yeah. And then here, this Arson, the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, it looks cool. It's also one I actually currently have on order, but I am not planning on keeping it. I like it. I just don't plan on keeping it. It looks good, but it's not really one I need now that I locked in the brown suit. If I didn't get the brown suit, I was going to get this one to go with my clean version. And yeah, actually, you know what? Do you guys want me to keep this one and take a look at it on the channel? It might not stay in the collection, but definitely just, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And then now here on the right, we have Galactus. It's interesting. It's by a newer brand by them, like Sophie or SOVFI or something like that. So you see all these little Thanagabobs, not Thanagabobs. You can see the whole Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, like all around him. It's cool. And if I were to get anything from that movie, it would be just him. But I think I'm passing on him. Actually, you know, I'm curious. No, wait. They didn't show the 21 inches of Venom. I'm curious how tall he is. He might be slightly taller than 21 inches of Venom. So yeah, I'm just curious about that. I'll have to relook. And then now they did some close-up photos as well. We'll briefly look at them, but I just kind of wanted to talk about overall mostly. You can see all the little Fantastic Fours around him. You got the Thane, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, the Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Pascal, and then Silver Surfer down here. And it looks good. I do like it, but like I said, it'd be the only thing I get from the movie. But right now, it's not really 100% necessary for me. Human Torch, people are saying the head sculpt looks better. To me, it does, but also one I'm passing on. And then here is Nice Pool. He looks actually a bit scary in that lighting there. Just know, for a lot of this convention lighting, it's very bright. So it really like blows out detail and stuff when you take photos. If you guys see my weekly collection updates on the channel, you can see sometimes my figures don't look too great because the way the lighting shines on them with like the exposure my camera has or like the setting I have it at, and basically stuff like that. So just keep that in mind with basically all this stuff. So Deadpool, he'll look better in hands. The face right now looks a bit creepy, to be honest. And then here, yeah, it looks good. But like I said, I'm just not really planning on keeping them. I like the head sculpt. It'd be cool to do some swap outs, but then again, I'm not going to leave it on a different figure anyway. Yeah, just help me out on this one. And then, yeah, here's a suit up Iron Man. This is Dang, there's no comments, no nothing to help me out. I cannot remember which Mark this is. I want to keep saying Mark 4 or Mark 6. Yeah, I Googled it real quick and I was very wrong. It's the Mark 3. So that makes sense. I was actually saying Mark 4, thinking Mark 3. You know, it's fine. I was just mixing them up. But it looks cool. All like kind of open up like that. But still not really one for me. And then here is very reflective, very chrome, the superior Iron Man. But like I'm saying, you know, it's just not one for me right now. And even if it's this kind of the future, I think it's one I'd still pass on, especially unless I really want to take a look at it on the channel and you guys really want to see it. Yeah, it's just not one for me right now. And then here, this is pretty cool. So we have more Marvel stuff. I said pretty cool because I looked at Iron Spider right there first. So Doctor Doom, this of course is a comic book version. We're probably going to get a new Robert Downey Jr. one from Doomsday whenever that movie comes out. So keep an eye on that one because that's going to be cool. But as a comic book look, this Doom looks super cool. I know a lot of people have gotten it and they love it. So yeah, that's definitely a good representation. And then here at Artisan Black Widow, still holding out hope for my waitlist to convert because man, I kind of want her. She looks so good. And that's actually, it's tough. So either her appearance from Iron Man 2 or Captain America, the Winter Soldier are my favorite Black Widow appearances. Of course, the first Avengers movie would be a third, but yeah, I just like those two appearances with the whole like outfit and everything. So this is one I really want, but we'll just see if it converts. It's not one I'm going to track down the aftermarket though, especially with aftermarket prices on all the artisan figures. And then here, I currently have the Iron Spider on order, but I kind of hope I do get a waitlist conversion for the artisan one because artisan, of course, like Black Widow, went up before I even started collecting, so I missed out on them. But now I'm starting to try to get on these queues and stuff for ones I want so I can actually lock them in. But yeah, the Iron Spider is gonna look so good. You can see right there the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, this is gonna be a cool looking figure. And then here's the Artisan Scarlet Witch. I know some people have had some issues with the hair. I know, like, yeah, some people have had to send the head back multiple times and it just wasn't that great. But it looks good, just artisan. I don't know. I still haven't received my first artisan figure, but whenever I do, we'll take a look at it and see if I have any issues with it. I'm just curious how the artisan line is going to turn out in my personal hands. And then here in the front, all the Fantastic Four. They look pretty good. I mean, this is probably the set you would want. You would, of course, want a Thane, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic. And then, of course, with I think either Mr. Fantastic or Invisible Woman, you could get a set with Herbie. So you might want to get Mr. Fantastic and Herbie. And then, of course, Invisible Woman comes with the baby. Yeah. So you can basically have the whole set, just gain all of them. But I'm not going to go into too much detail with them. They all look pretty good. I enjoyed the movie. Definitely not my favorite Marvel movie. And they'll probably get new looks later on. So I don't know. It was just a big investment for those four. And I currently skipped them. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And now moving on to some DC stuff. So actually, DC is in a weird place right now, the DC universe, because Netflix just bought Warner Brothers or something like that. So I guess Netflix now owns all of Warner Bros. With like DC, the James Gunn universe and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm curious what happens now. Are we going to just start seeing like DC on Netflix? And then if Netflix gets all this Warner Bros. Stuff, they're going to crank those prices. Because honestly, everything that I liked on HBO Max was like Warner Bros. Stuff, I believe, like Harry Potter, DC. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting now that Netflix is probably going to crank those prices again. Unfortunately, kind of sucks, but yeah. But let's just talk about figures. So you can't really see him, but in the back is that Dark Knight Batman, the comic book one. He looked really, really good. I'm curious if any of you are picking him up. And then, what was it? The Azrael Batman or something from Batman Arkham Origins. Hot Toys, they'll still do there's. Okay, let me speak because I get a little passionate about this one. These two figures here, Hot Toys will do anything but give us the Arkham Origins bat suit. I love the look of that suit in the game, and they've literally given us this weird looking one. I don't want to call it junk, but it's not one for me. I'll tell you that. The Azrael Batman right here, and then the Hellbat. It's just a repaint of the actual XE suit. So I don't like these two figures. I will not buy them, even if they're like $5. Well, if it's $5, maybe I'll take a look at it and I could like toss it in the trash or something. You know, if it's that cheap, maybe I could just do something funny with it. But yeah, they need to give us the Arkham Origins suit. And that's also this Nightwing right here. I had them on order because I was like, okay, I'll get into the Arkham line because Nightwing looks good. Then I went ahead and pre-ordered the purple and golds, the Batgirl or is it Batgirl or Batwoman? Batgirl, yeah. I pre-ordered her, so I had her and Nightwing on order. I was like, okay, cool. Then we'll get a new like Batman or something from Arkham, maybe Origins, you know? And then the one they announced after that, Hellbat. So Hellbat, I went ahead, once I saw him, I went ahead and just canceled Nightwing and Batgirl. I gave up on the Arkham line because I'm obviously late to it because I wasn't collecting then, but I love those games growing up. So I kind of missed out, I guess. But maybe if they give us new ones in the future, I'll go back on that and get them, but we'll see. But yeah, looking now at some I love as well, the Dark Knight. You can see this armory right here from the Dark Knight. Yeah, the Dark Knight trilogy. This one was called the Dark Knight. Yeah. So you get the Bruce Wayne, the bat suit. This armory, the 2.0, I actually have on order. There's people out there that are like, they don't like 2.0s and stuff. And I get it from a collector standpoint. You lose value in your collection, but you're collecting. So yeah, it's cool to get like updated ones, especially as new technology comes out. So for me, I like the 2.0s, especially as a newer collector. It's like, what am I going to do? Go back and get the old one that doesn't look as good. And I have newer figures that look amazing. That have like one that looks like pudding or something. So I like 2.0s personally. So I'm kind of glad that Hot Toys did this and I'm getting that armory. And going back over here, this is the Michael Keaton Batman. I think the new one they just released, the 89, I believe. Yeah, this one actually looks sick. I love that suit. I don't have it on order, but it's one that I kind of want to track down in the future. Yeah, we'll see. Because I do have because of Black Friday deal, I have the modern suit coming, which of course is different. Not as iconic, but I kind of want to take a look at that one because also you get a Michael Keaton head sculpt. Because this one right here, the blue and gray suit, I love the look of that one. Some people hate it, and I know there's one faceplate and the wrinkles. Those are like the two negatives, but come on, look at it. It looks so good with like the whole blue and gray and yellow, like the pop of color and like the classic look for Batman. Yeah, I'm really glad I got one when it was up for order because it sold out pretty quick. So yeah, we'll see when it gets in hand because it should be coming out pretty soon because I already released it as well. And then here we have the new Superman from the James Gunn universe, the DCU, and it's David Cordsweat. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And then Crypto. Yeah, these ones look great by Hot Toys. I passed on them because I'm really holding out hope for that InArt being the superior ones, but we'll just have to see because this one, maybe I need to track down, do some comparisons and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I just passed on it for now, those, but maybe that was a mistake on my end. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. And then here, every time I see this Harley Quinn, I get a little irritated because they dropped the artisan for her, which I actually really wanted at midnight when I was asleep. So I slept on this figure, unfortunately, but I do have the actual sculpted hair one on order. Some people say the sculpted hair looks better. I personally don't agree. I like how the artisan looks, but with all the artisan issues out there, maybe the hair would have issues like dye transfer from the blue and pink or just glue or something in general. So I don't know, maybe I got lucky not being able to get this one, but I still really like that figure. So either way, I love the first Suicide Squad. I know it wasn't amazing, but I was pretty like young back then and I love this look for Harley. So yeah, I needed my collection. And then here, the new Peacemaker. So I didn't get the original Peacemaker, but this is one that I do have on order as well. It's gonna look awesome. Of course, that's my other, like the DCU Superman when the InArt one comes in. I don't know if InArt's ever gonna give us a Peacemaker. They haven't announced anything, but for now, that's gonna be my Peacemaker in the collection. Of course, in season 2, he got a new suit, so they could make a new one like that, but personally, I still kind of like this one a little bit more. And then here on the right, yes, the Artisan Bank Robber Joker, the new one, the 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever the heck it is by now. Yeah, I'm getting this one because the actual head sculpt, it comes with 2 Artisan head sculpts, the mask, and then of course this one, the actual Joker one. I'm taking the Joker one and putting it on my purple coat Joker. So currently I just have the sculpted hair version of the Joker, but I want to give him the artisan hair. So I'm going to use this head sculpt on him and then just put the bank robber with the artisan hair in the back on this one, the mask. So yeah, that's my plan. And then moving on, we can see an up close of the goat. I don't know if he's the goat yet. I haven't gotten mine in, but I just love how this looks. Like, look at that, the ab work, the pop of color, that blue, the yellow. Yeah, you can tell I'm pretty excited for this one. I don't know why people hated it as much as they were saying. I guess the wrinkles don't look that great, but it was accurate to what was in the movie. And then of course the actual faceplate, it looks, well, like here, this one looks good. There's one that looked bad, but I don't know. I just really like this suit. It looks cool to me. And I'm excited to get on my shelf. And then here, Hellbat. He took away Arkham Origin suit for me, the original. So, yep, no. But yeah, look at that. That artisan head sculpt looks awesome. It looks so good on my purple coat Joker. And then, of course, you get like a bunch of set dressing. You get the little stuff on the base. The base looks like reuse from, of course, the original Joker release, except it's not a street. It's the actual inside the bank. So a little bit different. And you get some more, like I just said, set dressing. The mask, that's not the artisan mask, but you get the artisan mask that actually has the artisan hair sticking out. So that's very cool. And here, Peacemaker. I think the head sculpt looks pretty good. Some people didn't like it, but personally, I like it. I like how it looks. I'm excited to get this one in. Harley. Yeah, you guys know. Yeah. And then here, though they didn't really show this one in the overall picture, but the Killing Joke Joker, he looks cool. But like I was saying, I'm passing on like the kind of more unrealistic-ish figures, or at least trying to, because this one is really tempting. It's a really cool looking Joker and like a really iconic comic book series, and also what was it, animated movie or show? Yeah, I think movie. Yeah. So this one looks really good. But yeah, I'm just passing on. What do you guys think though? Are you guys picking this one up? Because it would look great with that Dark Knight Batman, I think. And then here, no, just no. Nightwing, yeah, he looks so cool. I love that suit from the game, but I have to pass on him now. And then also here's more Star Wars. So yeah, this is all the, I think, yeah, this is the whole Ahsoka line. Interesting. So let's actually talk about ones I already have or I'm getting. So Sabine, I have. She's awesome. I really love that figure. Hera, she's on order. Don't have her yet, but you guys know I'm getting her. Actually, so I get a free figure on Sideshow. I changed my orders around. I canceled the one I currently had. Luckily, there was Terra fee, so I get my deposit back. And then I ordered her with St. Hunter from the Bad Batch, something like that, so I get a free figure. So yeah, just change stuff around. And then Chopper here. Yeah, Chopper is amazing. I already have him. This Rex I am getting. He's still on payment plan. The blasters are a bit different. He's a bit different from the Clone Wars Rex and like the other Clone Wars figures weapon wise and stuff. But yeah, we'll do some comparisons when he comes in with my current Rex, the Clone Wars one, and we'll determine which one we want to keep. And also this Anakin, I'm definitely, I'm getting him. I'm definitely going to replace my current Anakin with this one because that head sculpt and everything just looks, in my opinion, superior on this one. And I'm a big fan of Ahsoka, but I'm not getting the Padawan Ahsoka, or at least right now. I kind of just passed on that one. It looks cool, but for now, not for me. But this Ahsoka, I'm getting for my Rebels display. She looks awesome. And then, of course, Baylan Skorull. I can't remember, but yeah. Okay, so Baylan and Shin, I'm passing on both of them. We'll just go with that. Yeah, but they look cool. I like their kind of like knight appearance because Ahsoka has like a cool samurai type look. And then both of them have kind of like medieval knight type look with like their armor and stuff. So it's really cool. I kind of like the whole aesthetic of the Ahsoka show with the armors and stuff. And then Thrawn, you guys know, like I just said, I love Rebels and stuff. So I got him for my Rebels display and he is currently looking awesome. Maybe you can see him behind me. Maybe not. Everything's in the way. It's fine. But then here, Captain Enoch, he looks awesome. But for now, I just passed on him. That might be a regret though. And then going over now, we have more from the Book of Boba Fett Mandalorian line. So the first one here, the Praetor guy, this guard, the red guard here. Yeah, he looks cool, but I am not getting him. Of course, it's just not like necessary for me right now. It's more of like a background character. But Cad Bane, I have. He's in my Clone Wars shelf, and he is awesome. And then also the Book of Boba Fett Boba. I locked him in. Not locked him in. I have him. He's in my collection right now. I do have the 2-pack deluxe Book of Boba or Mandalorian Boba Fett, the Bird Poop Boba and the Robo Boba. Just try saying that 10 times fast. And those ones I might sell out of my collection or something. I got them for free actually last Black Friday and they're cool. I might need the room. So those are two that I've been moving down the shelves. And then here, I did not get her. Is it Fennec Shan or something? Yeah, I'm trying my best to remember all these names. So her, I passed on, as you can tell. And then Bo-Katan, I have her. She's awesome. It would be cool if they give us an updated look. There has been Bo-Katan head sculpts that even Hot Toys has teased with like, not artisan hair, but just the kind of wool hair they used to do. So hopefully maybe they'll give us an artisan Bo-Katan and I can will update or upgrade mine and just replace her in the collection with the new one. That would be super cool. And then here, Dark Trooper. Actually got one for free last Black Friday for with their free figure deal, so that's pretty cool. And then Moff Gideon. This one I actually tracked down on the aftermarket because I really wanted a Moff Gideon for my Mandalorian display. It's Gus from Breaking Bad, so yeah, he looks awesome. And I just needed one. So this is one I went for because I like this look a lot more than the actual season 1 appearance. And season 1, that head sculpt didn't look too great in my opinion. So yeah, I have that Moff Gideon. And I have this Mandalorian, the shiny chrome version with, of course, the deluxe edition upgrade. And I have a swoop bike, which the swoop bike actually, what you can do is you can take all this stuff. So the bags that hang on his back, and then of course the Boba Fett stuff you can take and put it onto the swoop bike, and it like secures. It's really cool. So I took all that stuff and just put it on there, and it's an awesome look for him. And then this Luke. Yeah, it's an awesome look for Luke, and I do own this figure, but yeah, I don't know, because it's cool for the Mandalorian display, but then also original trilogy, it doesn't really fit in as much because it's a slightly different look than from Return of the Jedi, but it could technically sort of be a Return of the Jedi stand-in for now. So I really love this Luke. Yeah, it's an interesting look for him, but yeah, I'll have to see. We'll see whenever we get some more original trilogy Luke announcements, if it's one I'm gonna keep for sure. But for now, it's definitely staying in my Mandalorian display. It's an awesome figure. I don't know why I was so hesitant talking about it. But then IG 11, 12, yeah, him with, of course, almost, yeah. Why am I blanking on his name? Grogu. Yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to remember his name, but yes, Grogu inside IG 11. It's cool, but also one I currently pass on. If again, IG 11 though, this is probably the one I'd want. But then again, you can also get the other one pretty cheap now because overproduction. And then here, this is more Star Wars stuff. It's a bit of a mix. So some prequel, some original trilogy, because yeah, there hasn't really been a bunch of one line recently that came out, I guess. Is that the way to say it? Yeah, basically it's just a bit of a mix here. So in the back, the 212th Trooper, the deluxe one, because I believe the Space Marine is deluxe exclusive. I am getting one of those. He looks awesome. This C-3PO looks like the Return of the Jedi one. They haven't announced any new C-3POs. If they do, I'm definitely getting one. But I think, well, not including the one in Chewbacca's backpack. I really hope they make a new diecast C-3PO or something in the future. That would be really cool. But it's definitely Return of the Jedi because that little dude right there. And then going over, is there something back here? It's like perfectly covered up by Chewbacca if there is, and I cannot see it. But then Leia right here looks awesome. This, of course, is Bespin Leia, but they need to give us a new one to go with that Bespin Han, because just as a newer collector, I want a newer version. And then here, Revan. This is one I probably am gonna regret not picking up, but I passed on Revan for now. But he looks so cool from the game. I might need to fix that and actually pick him up. Then here I do have this one order as well. Darth Vader from Revenge of the Sith, episode 3. He looks amazing. I really love how that figure looks, but it's going to take up quite a bit of room because of the table, but it looks so good, especially with nylon in the suit. So you're not going to worry about flaking. Yeah, it's going to be a good figure. And then it's Han Solo, getting him as well, the Bespin Han, or you could put the Hoth jacket on him. The base, of course, is Hoth only, which is interesting, but yeah, I don't know. I wish the base was more Bespin focused, so you could have them in this Bespin look, especially since like they're showing Bespin Leia here, and this Chewbacca is also from Bespin. So you could have a bunch of Bespin ones, but instead they chose to give him a Hoth base. Doesn't make too much sense to me, but sure, it's Hot Toys. That's what they chose to do. And then here's Chewbacca. This is one that people are saying like, whoa, that does not look great in prototype phase. And just looking at it, it does look a little rough here. The hair is like everywhere, because that's the tough thing with him. He's covered in hair. And of course, that's probably hard to put onto a figure. And then especially we're going to have to, us the collectors, going to have to maintain that hair and make sure it doesn't fray everywhere. So yeah, I need a Chewbacca in the collection, but definitely only one, because it's going to be interesting to tame that mane right there. But then C-3PO's in his backpack. So that's my current C-3PO representation, because they haven't made a new one yet. Then here's Dark Empire Luke. Pretty cool. Going back real quick. Yeah, Luke just looks really good in black. So yeah, I really like how it looks, but I currently pass on that one. It's not one I need, but maybe in the future, you know. I always say that on him. Maybe in the future, because I don't want to say I'm completely passing on it. And then if I see a deal or something cool in the future and I'm like looking for a cool figure or something, then maybe I'll get it. But yeah, there's some that I'm completely passing on. This is one that maybe, especially if I get a wait list for the Artisan Edition to have that head sculpt. Then here is Darth Nihilus. He looks super cool, but I would rather get Revan before I get him. So right now I'm just passing on him, but I do like all the wires in the head sculpt to actually give him the, this isn't correct, but cat ears. That's just what I'm going to call them, cat ears. Then yeah, seeing Bespin Han up close. Yeah, it looks good. They could have done a little bit better here with the actual wrist peg. Doesn't look too great, but you know, that's what they went for. And then yeah, it just looks really good. I recently reviewed the Indoor Han on the channel from Return of the Jedi, and that one is awesome as well, but I think this is going to be superior Han. Both are cool representations, especially if we get an Indoor Luke and Leia in the future, but this Han, yeah, he's the one to go for, I think. Then this one, yeah, he looks cool. He's got the cat ears, but like I said, I'm just passing on him for now. This Vader though, the bit of reflectiveness and its glossy like armor pieces and nylon the table. Yeah, this one's gonna look so good in the collection. This is gonna be my first like regular-ish Vader in my collection. I currently don't have any Vaders. I do have the battle damage Vader on order, but it's battle damage, so not really a whole clean look. Clean look. I keep saying look. Clean look for him. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Guess I have like Luke Skywalker in the mind, but yeah, this Vader is gonna look awesome. I'm so excited to get it in. I'll probably display him with the table, but then again, also he looked cool, kind of like this or standing in front of it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna go for yet, but it's gonna be an awesome Vader. Then Chewbacca. I mean, it looks fine here from this angle. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think he looks good? Do you think he looks kind of bad now? I mean, okay, it looks like C-3PO is like flipping us off or something, but he's not. We're good. But that head sculpt looks great in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I am a little worried about that hair as well, kind of taming it. But it's also Chewbacca. I don't think does he comb his hair every day? Or maybe. Well, we'll just go with a maybe. And then here, yeah, you know I love the prequels, so I'm excited to look at all these. I mean, Anakin here is kind of covering up, was that Mace Windu in the back? So yeah, starting off as a Wolfpack Trooper on the left here. He looks awesome. Of course, Captain Wolf is here in the front, in front of Kit Fisto, but Wolfpack Trooper, man. I currently skipped on a Wolfpack Trooper, and I do want to get Wolf. I don't have an order yet. I definitely need at least Wolf, but yeah, I'm getting a 212 Trooper. It's just, I don't know. The Wolfpack, I'm just kind of passing on for now, but I'll probably end up picking one up in the future or something, but we'll see. Kit Fisto, I do have on order as well. I got a wait list for him, so I'm kind of excited for him. I need to get Plo Koon as well, but like I mentioned, I don't have him on order yet. Mace Windu behind Anakin here. Can't really see him, but I'm definitely going to get a Mace Windu whenever I get the chance. Padme, I love this look for her, especially since I'm going to have the new Artisan Obi-Wan from episode 2, and I already have the Anakin from episode 2, so I need to get her. I just don't know if I need to find her on the aftermarket or wait for a 2.0. My hope is that they'll actually give us a battle damage version with like the claw marks on the back and stuff, with like the cut up half shirt. Nothing's guaranteed or anything, but I kind of hope they do that. And then here is Chancellor Palpatine, but you can also turn him into like Sidious, you know, get the 2 head sculpts. So that one is really, really cool. Kind of excited to get mine in. And then over here is, what was his name? Sergeant Hound? I think it was Sergeant Hound. Yeah. So he comes with his little hound and he looks cool. It's a named clone trooper and I like the look a lot, but for now I kind of passed on it because I think he was only like 1 episode when they're hunting Ahsoka. So kind of pass on him for now, but we'll see. It might be one I come back around to in the future. Commander Wolf, really, really want him. I don't have him on order yet. Like I mentioned, him and Plo Koon, I need to get on order eventually. But for now, I'm kind of just waiting to see if they release and I can use a little bit of a discount on Sideshow or something. This Anakin, this is the sculpted hair one. He's gonna have some presence. He looks so good. He's on like the really tall like piece here. And then of course Obi-Wan's is a little lower, but man, he's gonna look great next to each other. I'm so excited getting this Anakin and this Obi-Wan. The Obi-Wan is weathered and he has a little bit of like a wool hair fringe in the front. Man, I'm excited for both of these ones. They look so good. Of course, I'm also getting the Artisan Darth Vader Anakin, and that one isn't really weathered or anything like this one is, so it will look cool. Obviously, it's Artisan Anakin, but these two I think I'll display together. They're gonna, I'm just excited for those two. And then going forward, I guess a different angle, and yeah, you can see Mace Windu a little bit better here. And then I think we already saw it. Yeah, we saw that stuff over there. Yeah, basically the only thing here you can see now is Mace Windu looking cool. And then yes, an up close of the GOAT, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Man, the weathering on the outfit, just everything. I love that. This one just looks so nice. Yeah, I could stare at this all day. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think Anakin's a close second, but I think Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Wars character. He's just so cool. And then here, Anakin. Yeah, the little bit of weathering on there, on his like tabards and everything. Wow, just an amazing looking figure, especially because you get 2 swap out eyes. You get the yellow eyes, you can get a swap out little hair piece, so you can have him a bit more windswept. Yeah, this is probably the Anakin to own, unless you get the artisan, but still, even if you get artisan, I'm getting this one as well because I need this look with like the weathering and stuff. It looks just so good. Then here, close up of Sergeant Hound. Like I said, he's cool, but kind of pass on him for now. I do like the red with the gray. Is he part of the wolf pack actually? Actually, now that I'm looking at it with a little bit of gray and they look similar, and he has a wolf. Maybe he is part of the wolf pack. I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys know in the comments. Then Sergeant Wolf, Sergeant Commander Wolf looks so good. It's like that eye. Yeah, I think him I would have to have unhelmeted in the display just because he looks so good. And then him, just a regular Wolfpack trooper. Cool, but you know, it's just a Wolfpack trooper. Might be one to get just to fill up space, but for me, yeah. So here they have some more, like just a variety of stuff. So you guys know I love John Wick, so I have both these on order. The Artisan Ana de Armas ballerina figure, and then the Artisan John Wick from Chapter 1. So good, like it looks amazing. I'm so excited to get in. The Ana de Armas head sculpt could be better, but I'm still have it on order because I'm hoping they fix it, but we'll see when I get it in hand. Hopefully it looks better without like a straight on camera angle is what I'm trying to say. And then of course, I guess since there's nothing up here, we'll just kind of go down to Jack Sparrow. This Jack Sparrow I already have. I can't see him, but he's like right there. He looks really good. I don't have the Artisan edition, just the deluxe with the wheel and the base with the sculpted hair and steel. It looks amazing. And then here is Higgs from Death Stranding. Looks cool. I believe Troy Baker voiced him, but I'm just passing on it. Not really one for me. Though the Death Stranding figures, they were so expensive, like Higgs and of course Sam. Like they look really good, really intricate in their outfits and everything, but they were just so pricey, man. I couldn't even justify getting them just to review. Like, yeah, I don't even know. But of course, the Norman Reedus head sculpt here looks great with the hair. In art, they're making that Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead, and that one I'd much rather have than the Sam figure. But, you know, they still look pretty good. And then here on the right, you can see the Killing Joke Joker. We kind of talked about him, looks cool, but I'm kind of passing on him. And one I have on order, Pedro Pascal from The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us, but I'm getting the Lim Toys, Joel and Ellie, and the Clicker from the game. And this one's cool, have it on order currently, but might not keep it. I don't know. They haven't given us an Ellie yet. So if they give us an Ellie, I could have Joel and Ellie from the show as well, because I just love The Last of Us that much, especially season 1. Season 2, not so great. The second game obviously wasn't as good as the first, but I learned to appreciate it. But the second season, they just like all the character assassinations and stuff they did was horrible. Like they ruined Ellie. Yeah, the second season wasn't great, but I would want Joel and Ellie from season 1, but they haven't announced Ellie, so that's why I'm kind of hesitant on keeping Joel. Then here you can see a close up of Sam. He comes with a ton, which kind of justifies that price, but yeah, he was just so expensive. I just could not do it. And then also Higgs, literally the same story, comes with a bunch of cool stuff, but so expensive, could not do it. And then Artisan John Wick though. Yes, the sculpted also looks good because it's sleek down hair, but obviously we all have preferences. So some of you probably see him and you're like, what? He's way more worth it than John Wick, but I love John Wick more. So, you know, we collect what we love. So this is just my preference, paying for the Artisan John Wick hair. And I just love that. That looks so good. The sculpted is also going to look amazing because it's like flatter, so you're not going to notice as much from a distance, but I just have to get this version. And then of course, it doesn't show it here, but he has the swap out turtleneck, so you could get 2 of them. Maybe I could get a sculpt as well, but probably not, because I'm also getting the J&D John Wicks. That right there telling you I'm getting the J&D John Wick 2-pack probably tells you how much I love John Wick. So yeah. Then this one, yeah, the Ana de Armas ballerina, it looks a little better here, but I don't know. There's just something about it. I think just because the head looks a little wider, because the way the hair like goes over the ears, maybe it doesn't look as like sleek down as it should, because they have to have a lot of hair. So I think maybe that's it. Just it looks a little wider than it should from like straight on. Then Joel, yeah, looks cool. It's Pedro Pascal, but like I said, just gotta figure out if I'm keeping him or not. If they actually give us or don't give us the Ellie from the show. I don't know why they announced him and then they still haven't given us the Ellie. And then of course, okay, so they made a Hollywood section. So yeah, everything here I passed on. Yeah, you got the Predator, the feral Predator from Prey. You have the alien right in front of that from the first Alien movie, because it has the like human in the suit. You can kind of see with the legs. There's the, I believe this is a Broken Tusk Predator, the new one they announced. Also not for me. I still haven't seen Predator Badlands, so for me, I passed on them as well. RoboCop, I gotta be honest, I haven't seen any of the RoboCop movies, so pass on him. But RoboCane actually looks so sick. Look at that base. But I haven't seen the movie, so like I said, I passed on him. The Terminator back here, that one's cool. I have seen Terminator 2, but I don't know. Maybe let me know if you guys think I should keep him. I do have the Battle Damage T800 on order, but it is one that I'm planning on not really keeping, or just, yeah, I don't know. I have it on order, but I don't think I'm really gonna keep him. I'm just not too into Terminator or nostalgic to it. It's an amazing movie, the first and second one I've seen, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just not as nostalgic to it as some other people, so I might just not keep that one. We'll see, unless I just get in just to review and yeah, figure it out from there. Yeah, I don't know. And then the James Bonds, I know I've seen some of them in the past, but I haven't seen this version of the 007 movies, the James Bond movies, of course, so not too into it, but they're cool looking figures, the suit one, and then of course him in the more commando outfit in the back. And then here, see some close-ups. They do look good, the whole seamless arms and stuff, but yeah, I just gotta pass on them. The Broken Tusk one also looks cool, but not really doing a Predator, so yeah. Of course, RoboCop, I believe this is RoboCop from RoboCop 2. It's a Battle Damage, looks really cool, but like I said, I'd have to see the movies and, you know, give it time to be nostalgic to them. So yeah, just passing on them. Same as RoboCane, looks very cool, very complex, but yeah, just passing. Also for Alien, I did see Alien Romulus and it was really good, but this is an Alien I would pass on because I like the more alien type look from the Romulus Alien they were actually announced, the Scorched Alien, I believe it was called. Yeah, and this looks cool. I think there's some die-cast pieces on it, the actual Terminator, but yeah, also one I'm kind of skipping on for now. And then also this one I have on order, still kind of debating. So I guess it wasn't fully true when I said I'm not getting anything here, because this one I guess I am still kind of debating. Yeah. Then also Daniel Craig in the suit looks really cool. You see a bunch of dust on him, so I guess keep that in mind, that dust is going to cling to the suit. And then, okay, Squid Game. It's been out for quite a while. Can't lie though, I have not seen it yet. I know, I still need to watch Squid Game. So this figure, I'm passing on him, but it looks so cool. Yeah, I really hope they keep doing more niche stuff. Maybe they'll even get the Stranger Things license, because Stranger Things, pretty good, especially the first volume from season 5 that came out. I've been watching that show a ton, especially like since the first season came out, because I watched it on like a random bus drive, and oh, it was so good. Then Wednesday, kind of passing on it. Still haven't finished the show. Watched some of season 1 and kind of gave up, to be honest. Not really my thing. Then Tron Ares, have not seen the movie, but this is, so I believe this is Jared Leto's character, but we haven't gotten like a head sculpt or anything announced, you know, the Morbius head sculpt. So yeah, I don't know, but I do like his Song of the Kill, so I guess we'll give it a pass there. And then Stitch, I gotta admit, I love Stitch, but I'm not currently I haven't seen the live action remake, but I love the original, the animated one. Yeah, I don't know. It looks really good, life-size Stitch, but for now, I'm just passing on it. We'll see. We'll see if I change my mind in the future, because like the life-size Grogu, that one I'm currently passing on as well. And then here you see an overall shot of like some Disney stuff, Tron Ares and Stitch. Some close-ups, not really too into this stuff, so we're gonna skip. Let's see, can we just skip through? Oh, we got Grogu. So you see the life-size Grogu in the bag back there. That's a Hot Toys one. I mean, well, this is all Hot Toys stuff, but that's one that I'm kind of interested in, but at the same time, I don't have it on order yet, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then another Grogu in a bag, but you know, not the one we were looking at. And yeah, these actually look pretty cool to me, the Jack Sparrow ones, but you know, just skipping on them. They have so many Cos Babies out there. If you collect Cos Babies, just let me know, because I'm curious. They look so cool, but to me, they're kind of like Pop Funkos, where I'll buy way too many of them and then probably regret it in the future because I want to collect something else. I don't know, but yeah, kind of, I don't know. Hey, just let me know what you guys think about Cos Babies. I really don't have any firsthand experience, and that is it. So yeah, we got through it all. So yeah, definitely in the comments, let's talk about all this stuff. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like. And it's probably a bit of a long one. I'm recording for over an hour. There's probably some little cuts here and there, you know, gotta refill on water so my throat survives. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Let's go to this image because I love seeing all that Star Wars stuff. So yeah, give this video a like, hit subscribe if you enjoy this type of stuff. Let's talk about it down in the comments. As always, a special shout out to the channel members. I look forward to talking to you all again very soon. But until next time, stay 6 scale.